This is the news we were all praying was fake. For days, the internet has been buzzing with news that hopefully the monster of Shinkafi, the notorious bandit warlord Bello Turji, had finally been silenced by the massive airstrikes that rained down on Sokoto and Zamfara earlier this week. We saw the reports of camps being destroyed, we heard the military assurances, and for a brief moment, the people of the Northwest dared to hope. But today, that hope has been brutally crushed. Bello Turji is not dead. In fact, he is not even in hiding. He has just sent a bloody message to the Nigerian government and the world, and he wrote it in the blood of an innocent traditional ruler. We have just received confirmed reports from the ground in Sabombini local government area of Sokoto State. Yesterday afternoon, in broad daylight mind you, gunmen linked to Bello Turji stormed the community of Tudunwada. They didn't come to kidnap for ransom this time. They didn't come to steal cattle. They came to make a statement. According to terrified residents who witnessed the horror, these criminals dragged the village head of Tudunwada out of his home and beheaded him in front of his people. We are going to break down exactly what this retaliation means for the security of Sokoto State, why Sabombini continues to be the killing field of the Northwest, and the terrifying implication of Turji surviving what was supposed to be the final blow. If you want to stay ahead of the mainstream media and get the raw, unfiltered updates on this war against banditry, please do me a massive favor and smash that like button right now. It helps us push this video to the authorities and to Nigerians who need to know the truth. And if you are not part of our community yet, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You cannot afford to be in the dark when these guys are operating with such impunity. Let's look at the details of this attack because they are significant. The attack happened in the afternoon. Usually, cowardly bandits strike at night when everyone is sleeping. But striking in the afternoon when the sun is high and people are going about their business is a tactic of dominance. It is Turji saying, "I own this land. I am not afraid of your fighter jets. I am not afraid of your drones." By targeting the village head, the custodian of the people's culture and order, he is deliberately dismantling the local authority. He is telling the villagers, your government cannot protect your leaders, so how can they protect you? Sabombini has been bleeding for years. It is a border town sitting right on the edge of the Niger Republic. This geography has made it a playground for terrorists who can strike in Nigeria and slip across the border before the military jets arrive. But what makes this specific attack so painful is the context. Just days ago, we were told that the Trump-sanctioned airstrikes and the Nigerian Air Force bombardments had decimated Turji's camp. We saw videos of explosions. We heard that his generals were killed. So how is it possible that less than 48 hours later, his men are comfortable enough to ride into Tudunwada on motorcycles and conduct a public execution? There are two frightening possibilities here. One, the airstrikes missed the main target, and this is Turji's way of mocking the intelligence reports. Two, these gunmen are acting on standing orders to unleash hell if their camps are attacked. This is what security experts call a sleeper cell retaliation. When the head of the snake is threatened, the tail lashes out. And unfortunately, it is the poor villagers of Tudunwada who are feeling the sting. The fear in rural Sokoto right now is palpable. I have spoken to sources in Isa and Goronyo, neighboring areas, and they tell me people are packing their bags. They are not waiting for the government to issue a statement. They are fleeing to the state capital or crossing into Niger Republic. They know that when Turji gets angry, he doesn't stop at one village. The beheading of the village head is likely just the opening act of a new campaign of terror designed to force the government to back off. This brings us to the issue of security gaps. How does a convoy of bandits ride into a village in a local government that is supposedly under special military focus without being intercepted? We have heard of the new Fansan Yama operation, we have heard of the deployment of special forces, yet Sabombini remains porous. It begs the question, are our intelligence networks failing, or are there saboteurs within the system who tip these guys off before the troops arrive? I want to ask you, the viewer, do you feel that the government is telling us the whole truth about the success of these airstrikes? When you hear Bello Turji is dead one day and village head beheaded the next, who do you believe? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The tragedy of Tudunwada is a stark reminder that airstrikes alone cannot win this war. You can bomb the forest, but if you don't have boots on the ground to protect the villages, the bandits will just move to the next soft target. The village head of Tudunwada paid the ultimate price for a war he didn't start. And unless something drastic changes, unless we see a permanent, overwhelming ground force in Sabombini, he won't be the last traditional ruler to fall. We will continue to monitor the situation in Sokoto. We are waiting for an official statement from the defense headquarters or the Sokoto state government. Will they admit that Turji is still active, or will they call this the work of unknown gunmen? Stay tuned to this channel because we will bring you that update the moment it drops. If you found this report informative, please smash that like button. It really supports the channel. And if you are not part of our community yet, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You cannot afford to be in the dark when these guys are operating with such impunity. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and pray for the people of Tudunwada.